Yeah, 112 supply. So if you pull it all together, you could still do some fairly nasty damage, and considering that Protoss didn't really have much, I mean, it just strip mined everywhere, did Protoss in the end. Look at the units lost, look at that. That shows you the strength of those medivacs healing those Marines and Marauders, as well as the micro. 36,000 minerals lost by Terran, 51, almost 52,000 lost by Protoss. That's a big difference. And like I was saying before, considering that's how the game hinged on at the end, you know, like whose army is going to last the longest, because you ain't getting much more resource after this, then that pretty much sums it up right there. Protoss expanded faster, mined faster, but was just losing more minerals worth of units, just weren't lasting. He wasn't getting as much as what Terran was getting out of his units. And I don't think that's just down to micro, but maybe it was, but to me it seems like it's down to the fact that you can have those siege tanks so far away yet still providing fire, and they're going to do so much damage at the same time as your Marines and your Marauders kiting a little bit, you know, as well as the medivacs healing and stuff like that. It's a nice synergy of units, especially when you throw that EMP from Ghost into the Protoss mix. That just screws them really, really badly. I mean, I don't know why I say my opinion on stuff at the moment, because it's not exactly a like I say, I don't ever expect that my opinion is well informed at the moment. And like I say, after a week and a half, I don't even pretend that my opinion is well informed. But I don't know, maybe a bit more balanced if that Terran Ghost only removed energy from units rather than shield as well, because that's just devastating. It gets to the point where mid to late game, like we're a decent Terran player, if he's fighting a Protoss, then every time that Terran player engages that Protoss force, the majority of that Protoss army has lost their shields instantly. Boom. And considering for a lot of Protoss units they have more shield than actual health, that's devastating, is that. Really devastating, especially when you consider if they hit the Templar as well, which is, I mean, other than Colossus, one of the best ways for Protoss to handle a mass Marine Marauder army. So it's absolutely devastating. It's, like I say, it's devastating enough as it is. I mean, when you consider like Protoss, they're like the Sentries, they're like their Templar, they're like the, what's the other one now? Well, not really the Mothership, but the Mothership seems a little bit weak to me. I mean, I'm not quite sure, but it seemed it didn't do an awful lot. I mean, it cloaked some units, and then it went down. It didn't really do an awful lot for 8 supply. I mean, how much does it cost to actually build? 400, that's an awful lot. As well as, what, 612? Over 2.5 minutes to build. That's... I guess Chrono Boost does a good job in getting that out faster, but I'm not quite sure I'm feeling that Mothership. Nice to see. Same with that Templar, nice to see. Dark Templar seem a little bit screwed versus Terran. Very much so. I mean, they seem more like a good early and mid game thing. Once you get into the mid and late game, it seems like they're just going to get scanner sweeped out all the time. Very, very easily. No problems at all. Zerg definitely have to do a little bit more to counter those Dark Templar, but that's fair enough, isn't it? Can't be good versus every race, but... So, I mean, I presume Dark Templar are pretty good versus Protoss as well. I mean, I know you can have observers out and stuff like that, but it seems like the Terrans have the easiest access to revealing, well, detectors would be the word. But yeah, really good, really long game. I don't think I've actually seen a replay where the entire map was stripped of minerals. Totally stripped. There's just... I mean, although it's showing up on the map that there's a few there and a few down there and a few up there, it's literally like chump change left. You got about, what, 1,500 left in that one, and a few 500 or something left down there, and a few hundred down there. There's probably like, what, about 2,000 minerals left on the map at most. Plenty of gas, no doubt, but yeah, plenty of gas. But other than that, not an awful lot of minerals left. Completely strip mined. Strip mined out of nothing. And longevity won the game. Like I say, Ghost EMP are a little bit nasty versus Protoss. Very nasty. Maybe they'll, I mean, in the latest patch they reduced the radius on it from 3 to 2. But even still, it's still quite nasty. It only takes like 2 or 3 ghosts to. I mean, Protoss doesn't have them. It's Protoss it's most lethal against. Because I mean, if you're fighting Zerg or say over Terrans, I mean, losing shield, well, they ain't got no shield, and losing energy, not such a big deal versus Zerg really. Only Infestors are really going to feel the sting of that. And Marines, I mean Terrans, they're only the ghosts, and I guess Medivacs. Yeah, I guess it's pretty okay versus Terran. I guess it's probably the. I mean, like I said, I'm not quite sure, but I suspect it's worse versus Zerg. Better versus Terran, and really fucking nasty versus Protoss. So maybe they'll. I don't know, because it strip like all shield and all energy. Maybe reducing it so it only strips 50% energy and 50% shield, or just strips all energy but no shield. Because when you consider it strips shield and energy, but that seems to be more focused towards Protoss does that, because the other races don't have shield. So I mean, when you consider that, on average, it seems like Protoss will probably have more energy using units in the Sentries and Templar. I mean, what will Terran have? I guess Ghosts and Medivacs, but Zerg probably even less really, and Infestor if you're lucky. So I don't see the need to really fuck over Protoss any more than necessary really. So maybe they'll continue to lessen EMP a little bit. Would be nice. I'm sure a lot of Terran players disagree. It's like, fuck that. But still, be honest, it is very, very nice versus Protoss. Very nice. Almost a little bit too nice, considering it's not like Terran are lacking in nice things. So it just seems like one extra unneeded nice thing. So, not bashing Terran, even though it seems like it in a few of the replays, not bashing Terran. But, like I said, they've already got a lot of nice things. I don't think they really need that. Either way guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I sure as shit did. That was a great replay. Great replay indeed. And I'll catch you next time. See you dudes!